And you pop, everything goes dark, and you die. Hey there, everyone. This is Cowbling Slay, the princess. Last time, we played with the little kitty cat, and we were having a lot of fun. But then the basement itself kind of had opinions about what's going on, and crushed us. It was a trap laid out by the sneaky, opportunistic version of this princess. And I just love that whole encounter. I think now the term witch makes more sense. Like, we're not talking about, like, funny Halloween witch. We're talking, like, old stories witch. Woman who bent nature to their bidding sort of witch. I don't know how this is gonna follow up, so let's just click and see. The wild. Yeah, that tracks. Yo!
We are
Whoa.
a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
This is a start. Whoa, my cursor is a bird head. What is happening? Okay, we're just not losing any time. Yeah, something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. That has to be the narrator. But the narrator is, like, muscled out. The princess is now the wild. We are, the world is the princess.
His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
It is anthropy that is in the way of change. Literally, this is the theme of the game that you can just intersect with directly.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods.
Okay, narrator is
Who's
here.
even saying that?
Wow, I just didn't expect her to just, like, get in, like, immediately.
That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
This is just my third time, okay? Normally things don't unravel that much at time number 3.
I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be.
But it's so good. I say that a
Let's get
lot.
our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
I found her weak spot. By making her more vulnerable, and I took advantage of that. She self-defended. When I came back, she was a cat, and we had, like, a great time together. It was one of the best nights of my life down there in that basement. But the walls just kind of closed in on us and crushed our bones into soup. And now we're here.
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped.
So I still think that is the force of the narrator. Oh no, yeah, he spoke his logic into us. He spoke into her so that he could talk to me.
He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
It's true, you could not hear my summary.
Sure, there's no reason to keep secrets. Someone decided to go in guns blazing last time, and that someone got us killed.
That was me. I did that.
And what should we have done?
Hey.
Let you draw things out with all that conniving.
I love stubborn.
Everyone knows a straight fight is best.
Yeah.
It's honest.
That was literally how I was thinking about it too yesterday. Nailed it.
There's no need to bicker about it. I wasn't trying to start anything. I don't mind what happened to us. I kind of like it now that we aren't actively being crushed. Yeah, now that you mention it, this isn't so bad.
And it's not like the fight is what killed us anyway, it was the cabin. No point worrying about who charged who when that place ground us all into paste in the end, the princess included.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I don't really have an opinion on this yet. Other than the trees seem to be drawn like nerves in the like a nervous system. I feel like that's probably on purpose, or it could not be.
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a
Oh,
mess.
yeah. Huh, good point. Wait, am I part of the princess now? That's why I'm experiencing this, because we're mushed together? That is...
Doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
I don't think this is how we're supposed to be, though. I'm not sure, honestly, what I want. Yeah, I still see us as separate beings.
How could you say that? Look at us. We're almost everything. And we can be even more than this. Don't you feel our potential?
I do not want to be the world as I do not want to be inside myself.
No, you're spot on. You exist, and not as some part of a gestalt entity mushed together with bits of you and the princess. You're an individual. You exist as your own self, complete with your own physical body, separate from hers.
Like, while I acknowledge that I am a social organ within a civilization, I am still nonetheless myself.
I'm not so sure about that. We were something like that once, but now? And if thinking about that isn't enough to startle you back to reality, consider this. She committed a murder-suicide using a living cabin.
That's a pretty good summary.
Right. That was unpleasant. We weren't big fans of that, I think.
I'm sure I would have had us do the same thing if we were in her shoes. We really do make a great pair. He's probably just jealous.
You need to remember that you and the princess are enemies. Don't let bygones be bygones. Remember what she's done to you and how much it.
My relationship with the princess is incredibly complicated. I don't think we're enemies.
We can't
Whoa!
go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Oh, that snapped her back.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying
buddy.
to trick us?
Buddy, you're just waking up to that.
I'm not.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us.
It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
Look at it!
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it.
I agree.
Hold yourself together. We're no strangers to effort. We can push this back down. Something might do us in eventually, but I'll be damned if that something is a thought.
Nope, we're gazing.
Please, don't make us remember how we were.
Always remember who you are.
And just like that, you start to fall apart.
Right, she really does hate us, and we hate her. It hurts thinking about us as separate things, but we're separate. We can't hate ourselves. I love me. We never got to see the end of that fight, did we? And we can't both be winners. One of us has to beat the other, right?
I don't want to remember what it felt like to be killed. It was so much nicer when it didn't feel like it mattered.
Hero is an interesting one, because I feel like very often he doesn't sound heroic to me.
And yet
But,
you keep remembering.
Like, I mean that
You
not in
remember
negative.
the loathing and animosity you've shared with the princess, the pain and the anger and the betrayal. And you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. You can feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be.
Maybe bygones can't be bygones. I don't know why I ever wanted to share a body with you, of all things. It's like my very soul reeks of yours. That was horrible. This is better. Finally, I'll be able to hurt you like you deserve.
You're back! During the whole time she was saying that. That's what I had in my head. You're back, finally!
I wish I didn't have to.
Some division, when sown, can never truly be mended. A cavernous gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were.
Wow!
A cabin comes into being.
This
among
is
the
so
trees.
weird.
It approaches, and it swallows your body whole. And then you find yourself,
Yo.
blade in hand, exactly where you need to be.
Dang. Okay, yeah, you are the core.
At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
Kill me then, if you hate me so much. Just get it over with.
This doesn't feel like a fight. This isn't what I wanted. Where's the victory in this?
Oh no, this is not a fight. This is not a honorable duel or anything like that. This is the ending of a life of a being.
Well, this should be easy. If you're sure about it. I mean, what's the point of being king of the hill if there's no one around to be better than? We'd just be sitting on a hill.
Do we have to do this? You have to. You know
Man,
you have to.
So none of the me's want to do it.
You raise the blade, taking aim at her heart. And then you strike.
I'm sorry.
To be fair, I started it. Oh man. That one was a bit sad. Yeah.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
I just do not see. So like speaking truthfully, like the whole, what's the word for this? When everything becomes one, there's a word for it. I keep forgetting what it is. It's fine. But the whole idea of all becoming one has never really been all that exciting to me. I don't see that as utopic, really, being real. And, transcendence is one thing, but at some, like, just everything being one, that makes me a little uncomfortable.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here?
And I
Why
feel like
now?
this is like what she proposed, and I just not into that. Alright, it's been okay. I
It
say
feels
that
so
to them,
bad. Like, looking
every
into it right
time.
now is going to be the end of everything.
and I always lie to them.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Buddy, she's dead.
If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
I always lie to them.
If you say so,
Always.
we'll trust you.
Always.
good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
Finally, we're going places.
And the game never called me out on it. So I keep getting away with it. Hey. Yeah, starting to molt even more. I don't know. Would it have been better to not kill her and cut her free? Maybe. But I remember when I started this witch chapter, I said my goal was to kill her. I stayed true to my goal. Whether that was good or bad, that is open for debate. It was probably bad. But I did it.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
You are a person.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Contradictions do exist. I think I asked her that
It
before.
changes me,
Yeah.
but it doesn't
Yeah.
make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I do not. I feel like when you're on your second cycle, you accept that you're playing along a little bit with that.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special. This one is like a shadow of me, a memory of what she used to be, bound to the wounds of distance and time. She will make for a scarred and beautiful heart.
So that doesn't make me feel all that good. Alright. Yeah, that one's a lot more, melancholic.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace. My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
I'm curious what happens if I do this.
If you need time, then I will wait with you.
Okay. There is no waiting forever. Alright. One of these days I'm gonna tag these, but this is not the time. This is not the time.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
3 loops done.